Hello, the Retromantic here. I have got a new series for you. I am at the flea market today in North Georgia, and I am going to find three, count them, 3, 1, 2, 3, BOLOs for you. BOLO stands for be on the lookout. I am looking for things you might ignore, you might think aren't worth anything, or just you had no clue about it. But I am here today to let you know things that you should not be overlooking. So maybe you're a collector, or you're a reseller, or you just like to look at cool stuff. I'm gonna let you know today what is worth what, and maybe what you should be picking up if you see it at your own local flea market. Okay, so this is going to be an ongoing series. The videos aren't going to be very long. We're just going to jump right in and try to find 3 things that are worth purchasing if they're the right price. Okay, are y'all ready? I've got a friend here today to join in the fun. Hey, over here.
Oh, me. You're
Yes.
talking about me. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm here.
Sir Daniel is here to help with the BOLOs. Are you ready?
I am.
All right, let's get to it. This is freaky. Would be good for a haunt. It's an old like 50s table with the chrome, and it moves out to become bigger. And there's a piece that fits on the center. I've never seen one like that with the green leaves. What?
Kenobi. He's worth a lot to me alive. Hulk smash.
Okay, he's having too much fun here. So these are cool, but they're not BOLOs.
No, it was a deep walk right there.
Yeah, they really have a lot of them, but what you're looking for, if you look for Pez, is the ones without feet. You can see how this has a little, they call it feet. If you find some without the feet, those are the ones that are worth more. It doesn't mean they're worth a ton, but they're worth more. And they're older.
Yes, worth more.
I have that one. Those are 90s ones.
Listen up, Bubs.
This one's cool.
You got ants all over it.
It's got ants all over it. Look.
It's still got candy in it.
I'm like, I like this one as I have ants. They're on me. Brush them off. Thank you.
Halt! Who goes there?
Yeah, there's none that are old per se.
I have C-3PO, human soul-like relations.
These might go back to the 80s, but not any older. There's Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster.
Who lived through the 80s and remembers Popples?
Not me.
Not Sir Daniel. So these are little stuffed animals that you could roll them up into a ball, like into themselves. See that? Cute.
And then they pop out?
Well, you have to go like this, but yeah. And see the little label, Popples. So they had their own cartoon as well, and they had books and all the stuff like the Saturday morning cartoons had. He's kind of worn out. He's pretty matted down. He's been loved. That just means he's been loved for many years. They had $5 on him. That's actually a good price. We looked these Popples up on eBay sold, and they're going, sometimes they're going for cheap, you know, $5 or so, but we saw them going for up to what? What did we see? Like,
We saw 24, about 25 bucks. We saw about $34, and there was one that was over $100.
yes, it's not these. It was
Right.
a more rare one. Although,
But-
although this is a bigger sized one, which is kind of cool.
Which is twice as much money as the other one next to
Yes,
it.
but you usually only see this size. My point is, if you run into a popple, if you run into them, you know what I mean? If you run into a popple for a good price, a few bucks, it might be worth the purchase, because online, if you want to resell it, the right buyer might pay you a pretty penny for this. And if you only pay $2 or $3 or even $5 for it, and you turn around and sell it for $35, I mean, that's a good profit.
Yeah.
So, you know, BOLO for popples. Cute. Where's this little paw? Bye. So guys, I rarely get stumped, but this stumped me. It says 1990. So Daniel doesn't know, and I don't know either.
A few moments later.
Isn't this the one toy we were trying to figure out in the other store?
It does look like it.
Yes, this was it. And he's got friends, look. Now maybe we can figure it out better.
Here, let me look at it.
What show is this? Oh, it's Captain Planet?
Never would have guessed.
Oh, I never would have
See,
guessed that either.
I didn't watch that, so I don't really.
I did watch it. With your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. Okay, so toys have been pretty slim pickings so far. Not much. And this is not exactly a BOLO. But I do want to let you guys know to look out for certain McDonald's toys. Not all of them. Most of the newer ones, obviously, they're not worth anything. But one of the coolest McDonald's toys that ever came out, ever, was these. They're called changeables, I think. But they basically came out around when Transformers came out. So McDonald's decided to hop on the bandwagon with that and turn their little foods into robots.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't even remember that. I don't.
So there was a bunch of them. This is like one of the breakfast foods, but they had hamburgers, they had french fries, they had soda, they had like the pancakes, the styrofoam container for pancakes. And these, you know, they're not worth a ton, but they're worth more than your average McDonald's toy. And if you can collect the whole set, you could get more for that. I mean, I'd say, it's not much. It's maybe $3 a piece. But if you have the whole set, I mean, it might be worth keeping in your collection or reselling if you're a reseller. Because a lot of people are looking for these in groups and stuff online. So I had to pick him up. This is not a McDonald's toy, but I always pick up anything that says TOMY on the bottom. Tomy toys are awesome. They make these little tiny things, but they also make huge play sets, like with all kinds of parts, and but they're famous for the little wind-up toys. I don't know how old this one is. I'm gonna have to look him up. But some of these are worth more than you would imagine. So I think they still make them, but they started making them in the 70s and 80s. So if you can find 70s and 80s ones, they're the ones that are worth more. Of course, this guy is gonna go in my collection because I love Tomy toys. They make little handheld pinball machines. They're not electronic. You know, the spring-loaded ball.
I think I've seen those.
And it goes up and you get different points. They make those too. But anyway, be on the lookout for stuff like this because it might surprise you. Who's that over there? It's Thomas. That's a bed, y'all. Would you put your kid in this? I mean, it's cute, but it's also kind of nightmarish. This is where all the VHS come to die. R.I.P. VHS. Okay guys, what does this look like to you? Would you like to venture a guess as what it looks like, Sir Daniel?
I don't know, a Care Bear thing or something?
It does look like a Care Bear. It looks like the bendable, posable 1980s Care Bears, okay? But this is not a Care Bear, and it's a BOLO, and I'm gonna tell you why. Did you know that sometimes the generic versions or the fakies or the knockoff versions of things are sometimes worth more than the original?
And I've known about this too. That's the case with, I talked about this on one of your live streams, with some of the knockoff Star Wars figures.
Yes. And I have a knockoff ET. The man from outer space, it says, or something.
Right.
But this is a knockoff Care Bear. It's made kind of the same way with the bendy arms and legs, but it is not made by the same people who make Care Bears, or it is not a Care Bear. You can look closely if you really know your stuff. It looks a little bit off. And one thing that really looks off about it is it has a Bible verse on the tummy. Because you know the Care Bears are all about love. Well,
Right.
I guess, religious somebody, company decided to put...
do a,
It says Galatians 5:22, so it's a Bible verse on there. If you see something like this for cheap, it doesn't have to be a Care Bear, just anything that looks like a knockoff version of something that was really popular back in the day, you might want to pick it up if it's cheap, if it's $1, if it's 50 cents, something like that. Don't break the bank for it, but if you're a collector, these are cool to have in your collection. But if you're a reseller, you could actually make, quite a bit more than what you paid by selling the knockoffs. And I know you know that, Sir Daniel, but a lot of people don't. They look at it and they say, that's not a real Care Bear, it's fake, and they toss it aside. But don't do that. BOLO, be on the lookout for knockoffs and fakies.
Yeah.
Robin Hood.
I gotta look in these boxes right here. Never pass up a box full of little toys. You always want to look through that, don't you agree?
Yes.
You never know what treasures lie
Especially
within.
the stuff that we're seeing here already.
It's a train. Yes, I'm going to dig through here and see what I can find. I found another Tomy toy, and it's a little wind-up robot. I'm telling you, don't pass these up. They've got 3 on this, and I'm probably gonna get this. Because these little things are probably worth more.
And tell them what I think it's from. I might be wrong, but
Did you think it's from the black hole?
I think so. I may be wrong.
It might not be. I don't know how much brand name stuff Tomy did, like connecting to actual brands.
They would have had to do a contract with Disney for that. I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like that.
They kind of stick to their own stuff, and sometimes they copy or like they try to make it look like popular things.
And that could be what it is. Yeah.
No, his wind-up thing doesn't work too well. That sucks. I'm still gonna get it for display though.
Right. That's kind of neat.
I'll
Yeah.
have to show you my whole collection.
She's got a lot.
Yes. Okay, you guys, I know this is weird, but this is the first Hot Wheel that I had as a kid. And it's kind of late. I didn't really have them in the 80s, but it's 1991. I totally had the Ratmobile. How cool is that? Anybody want to venture a guess who this young girl is? I'll give you a hint. It was a very popular show, TV sitcom in the late 80s and early 90s. If you know who she is, let me know in the comments.
You got it, dude.
Okay, so we are done flea marketing for the day. And we are going to conclude the video with one last bolo. And guess what? It's the best bolo of all. Get ready for this one. Okay, y'all. Isn't she pretty?
That's the best bolo of
It
all.
is the best bolo.
Why is it
Daniel.
the best bolo?
I am going to tell you, and I'm going to tell the viewers why as well. Okay, so this is a 1989 Hasbro pony, but it's made by My Little Pony, but it is not a My Little Pony. It is called a Dream Beauty, okay? You can tell that it is made by Hasbro by looking on underneath the leg. It's got Hasbro 1989 there, okay? So these are called Dream Beauties. Now, I picked this up for $3, okay? $3. That's quite a steal because guess what? Okay, this one's not in the package. This is not worth as much as if you found it in a package. That's kind of general knowledge. If you find it in the package, that's better. She's not in the package, but that's okay. If you're a reseller, you're still gonna make your money back plus a lot of profit if you find a Dream Beauty. Now, without the package, these are going for $65, around that. I saw that. I saw $80 in a few cases. I didn't see much lower than, I think I may have seen a $50. I'm talking about eBay sold, by the way, not what sellers are asking for, but what they've actually sold for recently. Okay, so I saw $65, $50, $80. Prices like that for this, that I just paid $3 for. That is an awesome profit if you're a reseller, okay? Now, if you're lucky enough to find one of these sealed in the package, you're gonna think I'm lying, and I promise you I'm not lying. Get ready, make sure you're sitting for this one. In the package sealed, Dream Beauties, My Little Pony 1989 goes for $500.
Shut the front door.
I'm not joking.
$500.
And not just once. It was not sold once like a fluke for some crazed collector, okay? It was sold 3 times on eBay for $500. Okay, you can look it up yourself. Go to eBay Solds, put in Dream Beauties 1989. You'll see these come up as sold for just crazy prices in and out of the package. So look for these. Remember, it's My Little Pony, but it's not that vinyl kind of material that when you think of My Little Ponies, you think of that. This is hard plastic and it's bigger than a My Little Pony. Okay, so if you liked it, go to thrift stores and go to flea markets. This is a huge bolo, people. Be on the lookout for Dream Beauties.
For some plastic and fake hair.
Exactly. All right, I think that's it. Thank you for joining us for our first ever bolo video. You will see me back again with more bolos, maybe at a thrift store instead of a flea market next time, or at another flea market somewhere. I could be with anyone, not just gonna be with Sir Daniel. I'll be popping up everywhere.
Those won't be as good of videos. You don't need to watch those ones. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Now I'm choking. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so look out for more bolo videos, and we'll see you in the next video, whatever that may be. You know me, I'm retro, I'm the Retromantic. Sub to me if you have not already. He's Sir Daniel 1975. He's got some cool stuff going on his channel too, so check it out if you have not already. I think we're done.
Okay.
We're out.
Hasta la bye-bye.
Yeah, what he said. We'll see you next time. Oh, look, I got that generic Bible verse bear too. They're going to ride off into the sunset together. Thank you. You telling thank you? Looks bad.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. And he's Sir Daniel 1975. He's got some stool stuff. He's got.
Stool stuff.
Don't you want to take a pound puppy home?
Nope.
Adopt me.
Nope.
Adopt me.
Not at all.
Adopt me.
Nope.
Adopt me.
I'd rather get a snake.
You have such a cold heart.
Yes, I do. Well, that's why I want a cold-blooded animal like a snake.